Okay, girls, now we're gonna discuss about this. The 0607 paper 43 term October November 2021. The paper 43 is the hardest one, uh, and the total marks is 120. So make sure you get at least 50% of it, at least 60 marks. So you can do it randomly, and that's the trick. Do the easiest part that you think can do fast. Okay, now let's discuss number one. Don't look at the answer. Don't look at the handwriting. Look at the question first. The table shows the marks scored by 180 students in an exam. So we have 0 mark until 10 marks. So the nothing right at all. Everything's wrong. 3 students got 0. 7 students get one mark. 16 students got 2 marks until and so on and so on. Right. So write down the mode. What is mode? Here, this is the notes. Mode is the most occurring data. So you cannot get confused between the most occurring and the mark. Right? The most occurring is what is the score that the most of the student get? It is 32, right? So 32 students get 5. So what is the mode? Is it 32 or 5? 5. Right? The mode of the mark, not the mode of the amount of students, right? So you know that the number of students is the frequency, right? So this is the score. So the frequency, the most occurring score, the most occurring score. So it is 5. And then write down the range. Range is the maximum minus minimum score. Oh, as always, it is talking about the score, not about the student. The student is the frequency. So 10, the maximum, minus 0, the minimum score. So 10 itself, right? Let me know whenever you have any question. Number 3, part 3, find the median. Median is the middle sorted data. The formula of median is n, or the amount of data, plus 1 over 2. Why you have to plus by 1? Because 180 is 180 students, right? So it means that we have 180 data. 180 data can be divided into 2, first 90 and the second 90. And we don't have the middle part. So the middle part is in between the 90th data and 91st data, right? So the middle is 90.5 data. I don't know how to spell this, pronounce this well, but 90.5 data. How do you calculate this? The number of students, the frequency, 3, 7, 16, it is separately. So you need the help of the cumulative frequency number to calculate the median. So 90.5 data is located through here. If this is 3 until 7, and then you plus 7 plus 3, 10, 16 plus 10, 26, right? You add this, becomes 37. You add this, becomes 44, and so on until 180. It has to be 180. If it is not 180, let's say this is 179 or 181, you did something wrong in the middle of the counting of the cumulative frequency. Either you are wrong or the question is wrong. I think this question is right 100%. Why? Because it has been filtered and it has been passed through some examiner and also some checker, right? So for 90.5 data is located in the 76 and 96 here. So this is the median, the location of the median, right? So 90 and 91 is located through in this part 6. So write down 6. Okay. And the interquartile range, the IQR formula is Q3 subtract Q1. So Q3 subtract Q1. So you have to find both. So Q3 is the upper quartile, Q1 is the lower quartile. If we have the 90 and 90, right? So I divide the data, 180 data becomes 90, becomes 90, first half and second half, and the 90 becomes 45 and 45, and also this is 45 and 45. So it is in between 45th and 46th data, right? So 45.5 data, right? 45.5 data. Where is the location? Here, Q1. Okay, so Q1 is 5. There you go. This is the number of Q1 and Q3. Another half on the right side. So this is Q1, this is Q3. So you have to put 90 plus 45.5 data. So 135.5 data. 135.5 data is located here, the position of Q3, right? Because 122 is the maximum, so you find the number that is less than, that is more than 135.5. So here will be the quartile 3 or upper quartile. So 8 subtract 3. Sorry, 8 subtract 5. Yeah, 8 subtract 5 becomes 3, right? 8 subtract 5 becomes 3. That's the answer. Okay, now question 5. Calculate the mean. This is easy yet so hard to do because you need the calculation. How do you calculate the mean? We have actually, if you want to list down all the workings, Vicky asked, is it always 180? In this case, yes. This is 180 students, right? So it can be different. It depends. Yes,
How do we know it's 180?
here it's given on the data.
Oh, the cumulative. Okay.
180 students. The cumulative frequency is always 180 following the amount of students. Okay. Now, if you want to calculate the mean, you have to multiply the mark of the students, mark and the number of students. So actually 0, 0, 0, we have 3 zeros and then 1, 7, 7 ones, right? Oh man, it's so hard. And then 16, 2 16, 16 twos to 16 times. It's wasting time, right? So we need the help of the table. You multiply the mark and its frequency, right? 0 times 3, 0. 1 times 7, 7. 2 times 6, 32. 3 times 11, 33. 4 times 7, 28, and so on until finish. And you add all the numbers, right? You add. So that's called the sigma notation. If you add all the numbers, you will get 1067. If you want to prove, let me prove it to you. No need, wasting time. Okay, just try. Just for my checking also. 32, 33, 28, 160, 120, 182, 224, right? 171, 1110, 110, 1067. And that's the answer, 1067 over the total amount of students, 180. So 5.93, it can be 5.9 also. This is about the roundings, right? Divide by 180, divide by 180, you get the answer. There you go. Okay. 0.5.92777 and so on. Okay, 5.93. That's it. Okay. This is the regular number. Now, a different group. Okay, so we have another group of 140 students take the same exam. The marks of the two groups are combined. Where is the other one? The other one is on A. This is group A, let's say. This is group A. And another group is group B. Okay, so the mean mark of the the mark of the two groups are combined. So A and B are combined. So different group B, let's say, and the mean mark of the 320. What? How come we have 320? Group A, amount of group A plus amount of group B, right? Amount of group A on the first question is 180. Amount of group B is 140. It's given on this B question, right? So it has to be 320. So it is proving. The mean of the total students of A and of B is 6.5, right? So you write down the formula. The mean is the total score for group A plus the total score for group B over the amount of A plus the amount of B, right? Amount of A and amount of B is 320. So you don't have to put 180 plus 140, wasting time, right? And then what you can do the cross multiplication, right? So do the cross multiplication. 6.5 times 320. Wait, 6.5 times 320 is 2080, 2080. See, it's right. And then equals to 1067 plus the total amount of group B score, right? And then you can find the group B score. Just subtract 2080, subtract 1067, you will get 1013. The total. The question is find the mean mark of the 140 students of the group B, right? So B mean, this is mean. The mean of group B will be the total score for group B. We get it, divide by the number of students, right, of group B. So the answer will be 7.24. So if you will compare, which perform better, group A or group B? Any answer? Which group performs better? Hello,
Group B.
group B, that's right. Because it is 7.4 for the mean. It reached the higher score, higher mean score, higher average, I mean. Okay, Tedra, do you understand so far?
Yeah, I understand it.
Okay, nice. But now number 2. The number 2 is very, very complex. Transformation P is the rotation. So I will erase this because it's very simple to do. I will erase everything. We can start from the scratch because if you don't look at the process, it's very hard to do. Okay, let's start from scratch. So transformation P is a rotation 180 about the origin. Transformation Q is the reflection of the y equals x, line y equals x. So you preserve the drawing, line y equals x later. But find the coordinates of the image under point 5, 2 under the transformation P. So 5, 2, write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 5, 2. This is the original image. So let's say this is point A. Can I? Yes. So A, point A. And then under transformation P, rotation 180 degree about the origin. The origin is here, right? So you produce a straight line, and you have to put 180 like this, right? It can be clockwise or counterclockwise because 180 can be, it's doesn't matter if it is clockwise or counterclockwise. It will facing the same side. So make it as neat as possible. There you go. This is image of transformation A under image of the A under transformation P. So the coordinate is very simple, -5, right? Comma, -2. That's it. Done. Okay. -5, comma, -2. Right? A transform P. Find the coordinates of the image on the point 5.2, 5,2, the A under transformation Q. What is Q? Reflection of the line y equals x. So you need to draw the line of the reflection line. Y equals x. So how do you draw y equals x? I think it's very simple. 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, and so on, right? Because y equals x. Every y, same value with x. So this, right? This, this, and so on. Okay, you can draw the line. Make it as neat as possible, girls. Okay, it is not neat, but yeah, at least it is okay and not too bad, right? So this is the line y equals x. This is the transformation Q, reflection. So how do you reflect that? I use the red color and I will make it a bit thicker. Okay, next. So point A, transform this so I can get this as easy. Wait, wrong here. Okay. It has to be 90 degree and this is A under transformation Q. So the point is 2, 5. Because 5, 2, you just switch x equals y. So 2, 5, you just switch the x and the y. So 2, 5. That's it. Right? Done. Find the coordinates of the image on point x, y. Oh, okay. Sorry, I did something wrong. X, y, not xy. X, y, not 5, 2. Under transformation P followed by transformation Q. So if you want to make the x and y as a general form, from 5.2 becomes under transformation P followed by transformation Q. So under transformation P followed by, oh wait, oh, okay, you follow the rules, xy. So I can use 5,2 for the general form, 5,2, under transformation P followed by transformation Q. So you do the rotation, right? So you do the rotation, so there you go. And then followed by transformation Q. So, and then you mirror it, right? So this is APQ. Get the idea? So question C. Let me know whenever you have any question. This is quite complicated. Why? Because you do the double transformation here. I did something wrong just now. So this will be negative 2, 5, right? Negative 2, 5. Negative 5. See? Can you imagine if I do this from scratch? It's so long. So from 5, 2 to negative 2, 5, negative 5. So what you do of x and y? So this is x, this is y. So the x will be here, becomes negative, and the y2 becomes in front, negative y. So this is the general form. Double transformation. Okay, describe the single transformation that is equivalent to transformation Q followed by transformation P. It is translation, right? From P, from transformation Q followed by transformation P. Okay, it's the same from 2, 5 to negative 2, 5, right? I think I did wrong. 5, 2, girls. Yeah, I did something wrong. 5, 2, the original. 5, 2, or the original to the last position. The last position is this, right? Because if you are following P followed by Q and Q followed by P, it will be the same. It just switch the order, but it will give you the same answer. Okay.
Can you explain what it means by transformation Q followed by transformation P?
So the image or the object is reflected through line y equals x and then continued to the rotation of 180 degree, right? So Q first and then P, right? So you do the double transformation, but you are asked the single rules. Actually, it's very simple. If you want to do the single rule, you just from the original to the second transformation. So how do you do this? You need to translate, right? Let's see. From 5, 2 to negative 2, negative 5, I just put it like this. What you have to do here, from 5 to negative 2, you need to add, you need to subtract by 7. How about this? You need to subtract by 7 also. So how do you do this? So you subtract x minus y, right? Because 5 and 2, right? And then minus x minus y also. Or you can simply put negative 7, negative 7. This is very hard. This is the, I just put the star because it's not easy. Okay.
Why is it from Q if it says from Q to P?
Oh, okay. So the image first is on 5, 2, right? We just use the number, the letter, the points, and then you do the Q transformation. So what you do, you are reflecting this to this part, right? This A to A of Q, and then after AQ, you rotate 180 degree about the origin as P, right? Followed by transformation P. So it will be the same position. Okay. Any questions so far? So minus 7, right? You subtract 7 for both x and y. Okay. Can we continue? Very simple. Number 3 is quite easy. Anna flies by the plane from Manchester to UK, Manchester, UK to Goa, India. Right. The plane flies distance 7,650 kilometers. The flight takes 8.5 hours, so the speed will be 900. Very simple. Distance over time. This is the formula. And the plane leaves Manchester at 20:45. The local time in Goa is 5 hours and 30 minutes ahead. So you have to plus, right? So actually in Manchester, in the time 20:45, in Goa plus 5, so 25:75, right? It doesn't make sense, the time taken, it's wrong. So what you have to do, you need to subtract by 24, right? Because the time is always 24 hour. 0, 1, 75. Doesn't make sense also. The time cannot be more than 60 minutes. You subtract by 60, you do the compromise, and you plus by 1 here, right? To make it same. So 2:15 a.m. And then you plus by 5 hours 30 minutes. Wait, sorry. You plus by the time taken, 8.5 hours, right? So 2:15 plus 8:30, right? So 2:15 plus 8 hour 30 minutes. It's the same also 10:45. I do the other way. Okay, I do the other formula. What I did on the green color is I just add the Manchester time by 8:30, 8 hour 30 minutes for the time, right? 8.5 hours is 8 hour 30 minutes, right? After you do, this is the Manchester time, and then you subtract by 24 because it's 24 or the next day then, and then the 75 you subtract by 60 minutes and add by 1, compromise, and then this time in Manchester time. But how about in Goa? Plus 5:30, 5 hours 30 minutes ahead. So yeah, either way, it's the same. Okay, you want to focus on Manchester or Goa? Okay, now for question B, I will give you a simple explanation. 1 pound represent 90 Indian rupee. So very simple. From 1 to 90, you multiply by 90, right? From pounds to rupee, you multiply by 90. From rupee to pounds, then you divide by 90. Okay, so calculate the cost of the price of the flight in Indian rupee from pounds to rupee. Just multiply 90. Very simple. 26,910. Now, Aina returns to Manchester with 4,014 Indian rupee. So she returned to Manchester. So she need to do the exchange from its rupee, from her rupee to pounds, right? From rupee to pounds, divide by 90. This is quite simple. So just the rate. Don't switch the multiplication. Okay, next. 4. Point A, 2.5, 2,5. So I just write 2,5. I just make the data here 2,5, not in scale, of course. Drawing is very not in scale. It's already they put the disclaimer also. And B 10,1. Okay, this is 1, this is 10. So it's not in scale. See, 1 and 5. How come? This is 2, this is 3 actually. But again, this is what you call. This is not in scale drawing. Find the gradient of line AB. Very simple. Just insert the formula YB minus YA, right? And then over XB minus XA, done. -4 over 8, -4 over 2. And find the equation of line AB. Use the formula Y equals MX plus C. You can choose either one. You don't have to write both. Proven both, right? I just proved both, right? But you can just pick A, right? A 2,5 and 10,1B. I just rewrite the points here. And then you put the y. I use a, so 5 ya 5 equals m. M is -half. It's given on the previous question here, right? -half times x. X is 2x of a, of course, right? Plus c. The c is 6. After you get the c and m, so you put in terms of mx plus c. So this will be your answer. Or you can choose b. How about b? It will prove the same, right? There you go. This is the same also. I just put the XA, XB, and YB on the right side. You choose one. Either A or B. Don't write both. So this is the answer. Done. The point C has the coordinate 6, k when k is more than where k is more than 0. Line CA is perpendicular to the line AB. Perpendicular to the line that has the gradient of -half. I just write down the point that I get, the answer that I get from question A. And what is the negative reciprocal? You just switch and then minus it. Minus of minus, positive. 1 over 2 becomes 2 over 1, right? So it becomes 2. And the gradient is MCA, right? YA minus YC over XA minus XC. So this is the A that I already, I write it down one more time and just rewrite because I don't have to drag up. I don't have to go up like this, wasting time. And then MCA equals 2 equals YA 5 minus K, right? Over 2 minus 6. And then I put this 5 minus K over -4. over 1. So 2 times negative 4 is negative 8 equals 5 minus k, and you can get the k easily. 5 plus 8, right? You just switch the position, 13. So we get C as 6, 13. Write down one more time. The point D is such A, B, C, D is a square, right? So A done, B done, given C is achieved on question C. And what is D when they say that this is a square? So the rule will be like this. Look at the top side. I go up. There you go. I just try to mention the C. The C is 6, 13, like we did. 6 is located here. Let's say this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. 13 is much on top, right? Far on top here. And then 6, 13. A, B, C. It's not general. Why? Because it has to be A, B, C is located here, but the C is the diagonal. So it's not following the rotational order. It has to be either C here, right? So no problem. Just do this. So now you know that AB, A to B, has to be equal to C to D, right? This is the square pattern. Because the square is always parallel and equal size, right? There you go. If you look at my webcam, see my camera. The square, where is the square? I think I have the square. Ah, there you go. This is the square, right? So A to C and B to D has to be, oh wait, A to B and C to D has to be parallel. See this line? Parallel and same distance. So A to B is equals to C to D, right? So I write down here. A to B is equals to C to D. Okay, this D is supposed to be capital letter. A is 2, 5, so 2, 5 to 10, 1. So you need to add 8, right? 2 to 10. So this is the logic. 2 to 10. And then 5 to 1. See, I did something wrong. 2 to 10, you plus 8. That's right. But 5 to 1, you subtract by 4. Sorry. I haven't sent you this, so I can just put it. And this has to be constant. Right? It has to be equal. Equal in the treatment. Equal treatment. Plus 8 minus 4. Plus 8 minus 4. 6 plus 8, 14. 13 minus 4 is 9. Right, so the answer will be 14, 9. Right? C, wrong. I did something wrong. Now, you have to be very, very careful about this question. Next. Find the area of triangle BCD. Okay, BCD. You need to find this area. And it's not easy unless you learn the shoelace formula. Have you ever learned about the shoelace formula, girls? Do you know what a shoelace? Tali sepatu. Yeah. Have you ever learned that? I think we ever learned. I forgot.
I don't think we've learned the formula.
Oh, okay. I'll explain you later. I explain you that. So shoelace formula is the powerful formula to calculate the area of any polygon. Given point. Okay. Let's see. If I have the point 10, 1, 6, 13, and 14, and 9, see, I did something wrong. So if I did something wrong on the next question will be mess up. Okay. So this is the way you do the shoelace formula. I explain you how to do. Pay attention. I want to make a shoelace formula. So first thing first, I need to put B, C, D points, and this is X, Y, and it has to go back to its position, B, right? That's all. So for the first and last has to be equal. So it has to be a rotational form. Okay, the X of B is 10, 1, 6, 13, 14, 9, and then another 10 and 1. Look how I make the shoelace formula. So if I have 6 points, you can use the shoelace formula also. Let's say A, B, C, D, E, F, hexagon. Everything is given point. Then you can draw. You can use the shoelace formula. First thing first, you do the diagonal down right. Okay? You multiply everything. 10 times 13 plus 6 times 9. The first shoelace plus 14 times 1. And the second, I use the red color, is the other diagonal. Okay? 6 times 1 or 1 times 6, up to you. 13 times 4 or 14 times 13, up to you. 13 times 14, right? I better, in my preference, I do bottom and up, go up. So 9 times 10, right? And then you get the first answer as, okay, you need to calculate 130, right? 13 times 10 plus 54 plus 14, 198. And the second would be 6 plus 13 times 4, 14, sorry, plus 90, right? 278. And find the difference. Now you find the difference. The difference has to be positive. So 278 subtract 198. The answer will be 80. And after you do the difference, you multiply by half. So this is the shoelace formula. So half times 80. So the answer will be 40 units square. Okay, this is the final. So first thing, you need to do the downright or upright, up to you. You want to choose which one first. You want to put upright is okay or downright is okay. But constant, the green with the green, up, downright, 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 and so on. If we have some more, you can just focus, follow, 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 and then do the second shoelace, the other direction, down left, upright or the upright, up to you. 1 times 6, 13 times 14, 9 times 10. You add all everything, and you find the difference. So this is the first step. This is the second step, and the fourth step, it has to be positive. Yeah, it cannot be 198 minus 278. It has to be positive. So depend which one is bigger. So if the first is bigger, so first minus second. Third, you times by half. Okay, that's it. Half of the difference. Okay, it's unfair if your teacher don't teach you this, because this is the most powerful thing to do or to calculate the area of the polygon given points. Okay, given by its points. So this is very, very powerful. The easiest way. Okay, you can find in Google, just type shoelace formula area. That's it, shoelace area. Okay, it is applicable for all polygons. It's not only in triangle. It's not only on triangle. It can be written in also. It can be used to find quadrilateral, pentagon, hexagon, heptagon, octagon, until might be it can be go further. So general rule. Now, Alana and Bell share 200% $200 in the ratio of X by Y. An expression of money Alana received is 200x by X plus Y. How they can get this answer? I think it's very simple. Alana, Bell, how do I pronounce Bell? X, Y, and the total will be X plus Y. And this is 200, right? And Alana's amount is X over X plus Y times 200. So you get this, right? How about Bao? Bao got Y over X plus Y times 200. Piece of cake, right? So 200Y over X plus Y. Or you can use another we have Alana's amount of money. So Bao's amount of money is 200 subtract the Alana's money, right? You can choose either one. So this in the ratio perspective or ratio perspective, and this will be subtraction, simple subtraction. Subtract. Just subtract the total amount by the Alana. That's it, and you get the same answer. It is proven right. Now, Alana and Bao each are given an extra 50. So you add Alana by 50 and you add Bao by 50. Right? We have Alana's amount of money, 200x plus over x plus y. So I just changed the Alana's money to 200x over x plus y. Right? And then Bao's money, Bao's money is this. You just change the x and the y. You add by 50. Now they share in 3 by 1. Right? So equals to 3 over 1. See the rules? I think you see it now, right? And this. Now how to do? Cross multiply. Very simple. No, not so simple because we do the fraction in the fraction. So it's freaking much. So you multiply this and this. So actually it has 1 here, but you can ignore 1 because 1 times anything is the number itself. And 3 times this. You do the rainbow multiplication, but 1, just let it be. And then plus 3 times 200, 600y, see? Over x plus y plus 150, right? And then both multiplied by x plus y because we hate fraction. I provoke you to hate fractions. So you need to use this rule in order to annihilate the fraction, the denominator. Okay, so after annihilate the denominator, so 200x, okay, see, you can see the peace of mind here. Plus 50 times x plus y, so you need to convert this later on. Equals 600y. See, it's so peaceful to see this kind of equations. Linear. And then plus 150 and then x plus y. So this is an extra effort that you need to do, but it's still manageable, right? Do the cross multiplication also, because we have the bracket. Expand 500x plus 50x plus 50y, and then equals to 600y. Just let it be. Plus 150x plus 150y, right? And then you put the x on the left side. 200x plus 50x is 250x, and you put this to the left, becomes negative, right? You change the sign. 600 plus 150y is 750y, and you change the sign. Plus 50y becomes negative or minus 50y. Subtract. So minus 150x. Okay, 250 subtract 150 is 100x. 750 minus 50 is 700y. What is the question asking you for? I forgot to look at the question. Oh, find the value of x over y. You don't ask. You are not asked to do the x and the y to find the value. No need. Just find the x and the y. You put the y to the left side, right? Becomes over. 700. You put the 100 to the right side. Becomes 100. 700 over 100 is 7 by 1. That's it. Don't switch the 7 over 1. 7 over 1 is okay. I think that this is not common. I think it's supposed to be 1 over 7. This makes more sense. No. The question is asking you for x over y. Don't change become y over x. It's a huge mistake. Pay attention on that part. Okay? 5 points. See, we have the marks here. Please pay attention on the mark. Something that is easy, you can skip it. Now, B. Okay, this is so. I did this twice because I get the different answer from the marking scheme, but this will be very. I will explain you the right one. On 1 January, Bruno commit to invest 1,000 each year. Okay. Bank A. Bank A pays the simple interest. What is simple interest means? Simple interest means you will get the bonus or the interest constantly and calculated on the first investment. This is the key. This is the keyword. on the first investment. So the formula of the interest is PRT, present value times the ratio times the time, and the F is the future value. Future value is the P plus I, right? It's very simple. Present value plus the interest. Interest is the bonus, and the interest can be changed into PRT. So I can get the P out of the equation. So P bracket 1 plus RT. This is the formula. But we are calculating the first interest. So interest, focusing on the interest on this formula. So first investment is 1,000, right? $1,000 times 4 over 100, right? Because it is 4% per year. So the interest on the first year is 40. Since we are calculating the simple interest, you need to add 1,000. Why you add 1,000? Because look at the bold part. Each year Bruno invests, right? So another year, in the second year, Bruno add his savings, at his investment. I is interest, right? Interest, not investment, right? Interest. So the present value of the second year is added up to 2,000. You multiply by the simple interest, 4% per year, $80. And the third year, he also put another 1,000, right? So add by 1,000, 3,000 times 4%. You have to be very careful. What I did previously is just 4,000. The total 4 years, 4,000. So 4 times 100, the answer is 160. The interest, I just add 4,000 by 160. It's totally wrong. You don't calculate the previous years, right? So I did this, and it's also a mistake. You need to calculate each year interest, right? Interest of each year. And the third year also 3,000 becomes 120, 4,000 becomes 160, and you add all the total interest that he get in the sum of 4 years, right? Interest, sum of interest, right? And then the future value on the fourth year is 4,000, right? The last position of the money plus by 400 of the interest, and it is proven right. You just prove it. This is the calculation. Okay.
Wait, how do we know that? Like when we're counting all the 4 years, how do we know to add 1,000 each?
There you go.
Hmm.
Each year Bruno invests 1,000. So the second year Bruno invests 2,000. The third year Bruno invests 3,000. The fourth year Bruno invests 4,000. You add 1,000. Look at the blue color. Get it, Vicky?
Yep.
So has to be added by 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Now, Bruno also invests in Bank B that offers the less interest, right? The less amount of compound interest, but the less ratio, or the less rate or the percentage, but he give you the benefit compound interest, right? The compound interest formula is supposed to be like this. The formula of compound interest. F equals P plus 1 over 1 plus P times 1 plus R power T. Why? Because it is added up, right? So first investment is $1,000. Okay. So first year 1,000 times 1 plus R. This is everything. It's 1, right? Why? Because he also invests each year. So he also add to 1,000, right? Now the future value of the first year, after first year, Bruno get 1,000 times 1 plus 3.5 over 100. You will get 1,035 for the answer. And this is the adding, not plus by this anymore, but you plus 1,100. I use the red, the orange color. The 1,000 here added not on the simple interest, not on the first investment, but on the last position of the money. You add by 1,000. Okay, you will get 2,035. and you multiply again by on the second year, 3.5% per year, and it's the same on and on, become 2,106.225, right? I just make as detailed as I can, and each year invest 1,000, you plus by 1,000 also, and then you will get 3,106.225. See, I just add 1,000. You add also at the end of the third year, the money is 3,214.94, and you add by 1,000 also. Bruno commit to add 1,000 on each of the investment, on each of the end of the year. The THR, tunjangan hari raya, the THR, the bonus. Okay. The THR thing is only applied in Indonesia, I just knew. Some countries don't apply that. Why? Because it is the burden of the government, of the company. Okay, because Indonesia has thank to PKI, yeah, about the party, Communism Indonesian Party, that is already closed, and they are endorsing the THR thing, the 13th month of the salary. So 1,000 plus by 3,214, so 4,214.5, 0.94. You multiply by this also 1, because each year you cannot do 4 like this. No, totally wrong. Always 1. Because at the end of the first year, at the end of each year, it is added up. So you cannot calculate it simple. Not just 1,000 times 1 plus R. R is 3.5 over 100 power 4. It's wrong. Why? Because you assume that the 1,000 stays there. You don't add anything here, right? 1,000 for 4 years. But in this case, we add. So the total amount of money they have in total of Bruno's amount of money is 4,362.5. That's all.
Hans, what does the N represent in the
Oh, N is 10. Thank you for asking. 1 year, right?
And if it's 3 significant figures, it would be 4,360, right?
There you go. If 3 significant figure. But I don't know what is the question asking you for, but usually it's 3 significant. Why? Because it's given on the instruction on top of the paper. Okay. Okay. Good question, Vicky. Good insight. I almost forgot to put the details here. Okay, I don't know what is the question asking you for, but it's 3 significant. Okay, now number 6. The Venn diagram. Okay, universe. The total is the integer values from 2 to 12. So 2 is included, 12 is also included. So 2, 3. Wait. Bad writing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Done. P is prime number. So pick the prime number out of U. 2, 3, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. Right? And a factor of 12. So what can be divided by 12? 1. Oh, 1 is not included because the universe is start from 2. So can 12 divide by 2? Yes. So put it down. 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. That's all. Multiples of 3. 3, 6, 9, 12. Done. Right? So I list all the elements. It's not asked, but I just want to do it. Why? Because it's so satisfying. And not only satisfying, we list down all the possibilities. List the element of P and okay, just copy paste P here, F here, right? Done. See, I just copy paste here. Copas in Indo, copy pasta. Right, each element U in the correct region of Venn diagram, each of the element, okay, I put everything here. So this is only the plotting, right? You plot the element to the diagram. Okay, that's it. I put everything done. Make sure that you put on the right answer. 3, 3, 3, 3. So 3 is on every part. So 3 put here. So do we have the P and M? No. The P intersect M? No. Okay. So next. List the element of F union M. F union M. Unite. So U is union. Union means take all. Take all F and M. Take all. 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 12. Right? Everything, you pick everything here. So write down and put the curly bracket. It's very, very important. And then not P, intersect. Intersect means you find the double shaded area. Right? Intersection. Find the double shaded part. So not P, where is not P? Here. Okay, wait, not P is, I hate this. Not P is here. P, this will not P, and then I will erase this. Why I hate this? Because we need to erase this. So not P is here, so keep in mind. Draw everything, and then intersect double shaded area with M. M, where is M? I do the other highlight, M is here. So which is the double shaded area? 6, 12, 9, right? Done. Right, 6, 12, 9, the double shaded part. 6, 12, 9, or 6, 9, 12. It has to be in order. Write down, done. PU, FUM, intersect, complement. See, not P. Oh, wait. P union F union M, complement. So complementary. What is complementary? Not, right? Like part 2. Complement. Complement is not neither PFM. Okay, PFM is total, so not that is 8 and 10. Very simple, right? Outside of everything. 8, 10. N, what is N? N is the amount. Okay, the amount of P intersect F complement intersect M. Do one by one. P intersect F complement. So if we have P intersect F, P intersect F is here, right? And the complementary is the outside of that, right? Okay, I think I shade the important part. That's it. I don't have to shade all, yeah. At least the important part is shaded, the numbers. That is the blue part. Right, and then in wait, this M. So this is what I had. Wait, what? There you go. Intersect with M. Intersection with M. So you draw the M. M is here. So where is the double shaded part? 6, 9, 12 also. It's the same. 6, 9, 12 also. Right, the double shaded part is located there. Okay, 6, 9, 12 also, but the question is asking you for the amount. Don't list down 6, 9, 12 here. This is wrong. The question is asking you for the amount. How many numbers? Right? 3, 6, 9, 12. 3 numbers. Next. There you go. Various. Okay, this is talking about the proportion, right? Various is proportion. Inverse. Inverse means k over the square of x. K over x square. When y equals 5, write down x equals 3. So k over 3 square. So it is 9. So 5 times 9, simply put 45. So y in terms of x, go back to its original. Y equals k 45 over x squared. Done. And then find the value of x when y equals 20. Write down the y 20, right? You can put here the y 20, 45 over x squared. So the x squared will be 45 over 20. You simplify, divide by 5, divide by 5. You will get 9 over 8 and 3 over 2. It can be plus minus, girls. I'm sorry, I did something. I didn't put this. It can be 3 over 2 positive or negative. Why? Because square root of 9 is 3, square root of 4 is 2, and square root of anything can be either positive or negative, right? Z varies directly as the square root of y. So square root. So directly, so k times, not k over anymore. Okay, and then 12k. Wait. Z12 when y9. So just write Z12 y9. Square root 9 is 3. It can be plus minus. It can be plus minus also, right? But in this case, we are not focusing on the plus minus. Just focus on the number itself. Okay. So k equals 4. 12 divided by 3, and then use your answer to part A1 to find z in terms of x. What is the connection between z and x? We have z and y. So you need to put the formula of a1 y equals 45 over x squared. I just rewrite it. I'll write it one more time. And the z is 4 square root y, right? I just put back to its original. And you substitute the y to the left side. Why? Because you are finding the connection between z and x. I don't want to find the y. I want to substitute the y then. This is a substitution. So the y square root of 45 over x squared. Done. That's it. I think this is finished. The marking scheme is finished at this part. Okay. But if you want to continue, yes, you can. X squared outside of the root over x becomes 1, right? 45, you can change the 45 becomes 3 square root 5. Why? Because 45 is 9 times 5. We can get the 9 out of the square root. So you can choose either this, 4 times 3 is 12 square root 5 over x. Done. But this is the final answer and the marking scheme. So you can choose either one. So this is the satisfied answer. This is the final form. But this is already maximum score. You will get maximum score. Okay. Okay, now my voice is running out. I lost my voice right now. So fx equals 3x minus x cubed. On the diagram, sketch the graph for -2 until 2. So I write -2 until 2. Just follow the x and you insert the fx with the calculator. You calculate. Let's try. 3x, 3, I put the bracket, subtract bracket cube. Right? So first I put the -2, first option. See, 2, right? It's the same. And then I change the -2 by 1. I get -2 and so on. If 0, 0, if 1, 2, 2, -2. And then what next? Just plot the green color. The green color is the original one. Right? If z2, the answer, this is 1, this is 2, right? This is 1, this is 2. Because this is 5, it's given 5 here, -5. So -3, -4, right? Okay. So 2 and -2 with 2, -1 with -2 here. Okay. And then 0, 0, go up. It's cubic function, right? It's cubic function. So it can be like, it has to be 2 local minimum here and local maximum here. And then make it as neat as possible. So this will be the curve, right? And then find the coordinates of the local maximum. Very simple. Here. What is this? 1, 2, right? Done. 1, 2. Write down the x coordinates of the point where the curve meets the x-axis. Where is x-axis? X-axis is when y equals to 0. So it can be here, here, or here, right? So just guess, because this is a sketching. So -1, this is -1.7, let's say, or 6, up to you. It is more than half, right? So -1.7, let's say I do the estimation. And 0 is the hard, it's boldly seen, 0, 0, it's given, right? And then 1.7. This 1.7 or 1.8, up to you. Okay, depend on, it's not up to you, but depend on your drawing. I draw, my drawing is very, very not accurate. Okay, so describe the single transformation that maps f x to x plus 1. Remember the rule. X plus 1 plus means go left. X is always opposing. So horizontal shift by 1 to the left because it's at. Or you can just write -1, 0. That's for the transformation rule. I don't know I forget what is the question asking you for, but if it is fully, you can this or this. Both of them are right. Depend on the use. Solve fx equals fx plus 1. It means you need to find the same answer of this. I do the fx plus 1. I move the green curve to the left by 1, right? So becomes the red curve, because plus 1 becomes go left, right? So this will be the curve that I move 1 to the left, right? So just move this to the left side, okay? And where is the meeting point? The meeting point is here, see? Meets here, and no more else. So it is negative 1.4, let's say it's less than negative 1.5, and this 0.4. Okay, it's around 0.4. Get it? Well, it's 0.7, wrong. 0.4. No, 0.7 is more, too much. See, again, I did mistake. Negative 0.4, no negative. Ooh, wait, negative 1.3 or 0.4. And solve fx that is more than means when the fx is on top of fx plus 1. What is the position where x is on top? This, right? It is on top of it, right? Let's see. See this part here, right? Because the yellow, the red color is below, and this is not the position, so this is wrong position, right? Because this, when the fx plus 1 is more than, so see the curve, it's on top. The red is on top, so it's wrong. The question is asking for the green that is on top, and here, right? See on top. So when x is less than, so this is when x is less than negative 1.4, or when x, the keywords is here, when x is more than or equal to, right, 1.4. Sorry, 0.4. Okay, negative 1.4 and 0.4. See, negative 1.4. Yeah, or 1.3, up to you. Depend. And 3 or 4, depend on the neatness of your drawing. The proctor will not give you the bad score if you do if you did the different answer. If you you write the different answer, but it is just slightly different, it's still okay. Now, number 9. So I think we can go 1.5 hours here today. ABC lies on a circle. This is a triangle and a circle, and AP and BP are tangents of the circle. Tangent has its rule, 90 degrees from its radius, right? This is always 90. This is also 90, right? AB intersects OP at D. Okay, it's given. So this is the apothema, right? So it has to be 90 degree. Okay, and also 90 degree here. I put here because I will mess up with the D, but it's the same. And this is given X. So what is this? 90. So this is 90 subtract X also. This is 90 subtract X also. And using the tangent rule, this is also 90 minus X, because 90 subtract X. So this is 90 minus X, this is 90, this is X, right? You just do the 180 subtract 90 minus X subtract X, right? And the answer will be, oh, minus 90, sorry, because this is 90, right? So X itself and the bottom part will be following, and everything is done for the angle. So write down the size of angle OBP. Just look, OBP 90 tangent, right? Simple tangent rule, OB radius and its tangent. In terms of X angle AOD, okay, we get this 90 subtract X, done. ACB, how do you get this? Now you need to think. This is the angle on circumference. Circumference angle. right? Equals to half of angle on center. Keep this in mind. This is the mensuration rule. Angle on circumference is half of the angle on center. Where is the angle on center? This one, right? Subtended by the same arc. The arc is AB. So this will be half of 90 minus x plus 90 minus x, right? This one. 90 minus x subtract 9 plus 90 plus minus x. So 1 over 2, 180 minus 2x. So the answer will be 90 subtract x. Same. See? And angle APB. Where is APB? APB, okay, x plus x. Very simple. So what you need to do, draw the first diagram. And then what is the mathematical of quadrilateral AOBP? Kite. Easy peasy. AOBP. Right? This is a kite. Clearly seen. The diagonals are 90 degree one to another. And this also. Okay, the drawing is messed up already. So you know how to do. That's a kite. Write down two triangles that are congruent. Congruent is same in size and angle. So it's totally same. Actually, we have three options. You can pick either one because you are asked to mention two only. So either this, or this. How come? Let's see. Triangles are congruent. AOD, right? AOD with the bottom part. Top AOP. Alpha, omega, papa, and omega, bravo, papa. It's the same also, right? Or the right triangle, ADP. And so we have three pairs actually. You are mentioning one pair only. One pair only. And similar, but not congruent. Similar only. So the similarity rule, look at this. Similarity rule follows the formula angle, 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 right? The similarity rule. Every angle are the same, 90 minus x, 90 and x. This also, 90 minus x, 90 and x. The greater one also, 90 minus x, x and 90, right? So we have some pairs. So actually you can put AOD and ADP, that's it. They share the same angle. Different size, right? It's not congruent, so you can just write down. And we can have another way. We have three pairs in a game, but I just put one. Okay. Number 10. I put all the formulas. Volume of the sphere is 4 over 3 pi r cubed, but I don't calculate the sphere. This is hemisphere, so half of it, right? This is the hemisphere. Wait, the highlighter is not working. Okay, and then the cone is here, 1/3 pi r height square, pi r square height. Then cylinder pi r height, so the height is 16, and the height of the cone is not given. You have to put the Pythagoras rule, 12 square for the slant height, subtract by 4 square, right? Because this also 4 cm. They share the same radius. Next, you do this, this, and this. You ignore the sphere because it's hemisphere. I just put the formula of the sphere so you can memorize it, right? Or it's given on top of the paper. Pi r square height, pi times 4 square times height of 16. Be careful, don't use the height of 11.3 because 11.3 belongs to the cone. Volume of the cone 1 over 3 pi r square height, base area times height. Why 1 over 3? It's the formula of pyramid. And we get the answer. The height of 11.3, not 16 anymore, pay attention. And the hemisphere, 1 over 2 times 4 over 3 times pi times 4 cube. You get this, and you add the total. I put it below because the question is asking you for the volume of the solid. Why I put here? Because I don't have to drag and drop, drag and drop, drag up, drag down, drag up, drag down, wasting time. At all, done. Okay. Now, show that the total surface area of the solid is 208 pi cm squared. So it is in terms of So you don't have to change the pi. So the total surface area of hemisphere is 4 pi r squared over 2, because the total surface area of the sphere is pi r squared times 4. I don't think you need to memorize this, because it is already given up top. Divide by 2, so 2 pi r is 14, done. Cylinder, 2 pi r height. Why I don't add the 2 base area? Because the base area is not visible. It is hidden inside the sheet, right? So you don't have to add by 2 base area anymore. Just use the curve area. 2 pi r height, this is the curved surface. And the cone also the curved surface. You don't have to add by 1 base area. Pi r L, L is the slant height. So you put everything, this is pi, sorry, and everything's supposed to be done. The height and the slant height done, 208. You add all, you get 208 pi cm squared. Done. Okay, I did something wrong. Okay, I forgot to put this. A mathematically similar solid has the total surface area. So another similar. So area of real over area of similar equals the size of the real over the size of the small. Wait, the size of the real and similar, right? This is real, and this is similar. Square. Okay, we use the similarity of the area. I think Vicky already memorized this because she asked me previously. Area of the real, we have 208, right? It's given 208. 208 pi over the similar solid 468 is equals to the real s size side. S is the side. So we can use the radius, right? The radius is 4, constant on all the side shapes. 4, right? This is 4 also. So use the size, one size. They ask you the radius, so you put the radius 4 over the radius of the similar solid square. So what you can do, square root both sides to annihilate this. So you can cross this, and I haven't done this. I missed this part. 468 2 over 3. Okay, equals 4 over r of the similar solid. So you can just do the cross multiplication to r similar solid equals 4 times 3, 12. So r equals 6, right? 6 cm. Okay, next. 11. Angle ACB and ACD are obtuse. So 180 subtract the theta or the alpha, right? ACB, okay, it's given. Show that AC is 95.9, correct to the nearest 0.1 meter. So how? You look at the first triangle. I put the name. I named the triangle. Triangle number 1, triangle number 2, and triangle number 3. Right. So triangle number 1, we have all the clue. Wait, it's broken. Okay, it's loading. A moment, please. Okay, done. So look at the first triangle. You can use the cosine rule. Why? We have this, this, and this. So two adjacent sides and one middle angle. So you use the cosine rule. So AC square, blah 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 blah. You get everything here. Look at I make it far. Yeah. So AB square, 120 square plus 45 square minus 2 times blah, 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 done. You get this 95.91, right? Meter. Why? Square root. Don't forget to put the square root. I write down here. I make it complete. And then B, find angle ACD. How do you calculate ACD? How do you calculate ACD? Use the, wait, I forgot. How do I do this? Oh, here. Use the sine rule. Pi Looking at the second triangle, triangle 2, use the sine rule. 554 over sine 28 equals what we get, 95.9 over sine something that we don't know yet, right? So there you go, 95.9 over sine d equals blah blah blah, and you get the sine d becomes 0.83 blah blah blah, and you can find the d by using the shift sine rule. Shift sine inverse of 0.83374 blah blah blah, and you get 56.49. I just used 49. Why? Because I put all the details. Okay. Okay, it's too big. Okay, next. After you get the 56, it's not being asked. The question is not asking you for that. The question is asking you for this. So what you need to do, subtract 180, subtract 28 minus 56.49. Okay, in this case, b equals 56.49. So if you want to calculate the angle CACD, just subtract 180 because the triangle rule, right here. Done. 95.5. I write down here 95.5. And then this is 111.58. I use the sine rule also because we get this. So the sine rule also, I use the green color, 120 over sine C on the first triangle equals 95.9 over sine 48. The C, if you do and so on, the do calculation, you get 111.58, right? And then that's it. That's what I did here, 111.58. And then calculate the area of triangle BCD. How do you calculate the triangle of BCD? Look at this, girls. I use the blue color. How do you calculate the angle BCD? Yeah, very simple. You subtract the 360 BC, man. 360 subtract 111.58 subtract 95.5, right? And then you will get the answer of 152.92. I will erase. I will give you the 152.92. And then you can calculate the area, right? The area is given here 54.45. Use the sine formula. 1 over 2 times 45 times 54 times sine BCD 152.52 or 92. Yeah, this area rule. Okay, I messed with the writing, but this will be the answer, 553.11. So this is not used. I don't know why it is given. I don't have any idea why this number is given. We can follow the formula, right? And then, this is easy one. Solve. I put the 5 to the left, 4, and then I multiply by x better than I did previously. I multiply everything by x, so it can be 4x equals negative 2, x equals negative 2 over 4, or negative 1 over 2. Very simple. Look at the question. This is easy question, so you can focus on this part. Finish it first. Then you multiply everything by x minus 4, so become 6 more than 3 bracket x minus 4, and then do the rainbow rule, 3x minus 12, and 18. You put the 12 to the left side, 18 equals more than 3x, 6 is more than x. So you switch the position. Be careful, not x more than 6, but x less than 6. There you go. This is the answer. See, you can do this in the first number. Okay. Solve the equation correct, the 3 sigfig. So it's clearly seen that we cannot use the factorization anymore. We just use this formula, memorize, or if you don't have memorize, it's given on the top of the paper again. You mention the A, the B, and the C, right? And then put everything, negative 5, right? Plus minus 25, right? Minus 8, right? 4 times 2 times 1 is 8, so 17. And then go to the calculator, 3 sigfig. Oh, sorry, this is not three significant figure. Not three significant. 0.22 is two significant figures. I have to add more. So 5 subtract square root of 17 divide by 4. 219. I'm so sorry. 219. Three significant figures. 0 on the left is not considered. And then use your answer part B1 to solve 2 tan y square. This is the x, right? It's same. Look at this. It's the same. But what makes it different? Only the tan. So change the x by tan y. So tan y equals either this or this, right? And then use the calculator. Tan inverse of 2.28 is 66.3, and tan inverse of 0.22, 219. Sorry, see, shift tan of, we make it more detailed. 219, 12.35. Yeah, it's the same, but 12.4, right? 12.3536 also done. Degree. One more. 13. This is hard, the hardest part, in my opinion, because I'm not good at this. Back 1 contains, okay, 2 bags. Maria chooses a ball random from bag 1 and puts into bag 2. See the hard part? You pick the random ball from bag 1 randomly and you put on bag 2. So bag 1, bag 2. Maria pick this and then put here. Find the probability that the ball chosen is blue. Okay, very simple. This is blue on the back 1, of course. Back 1 first. So blue on the back 1, 7 out of 10. It's simple. B. Maria now chooses a ball at the random from back 2 and put back into back 1. After Maria do this, second way, go back. Crazy, man. Both balls are chosen red. So back 1 taken red, right? Taken red, so 3 out of 10. And you multiply by back 2 red again. So if Maria picked back 1 red, so red balls in back 2 added up, not 7 anymore, but 8, right? Over the total amount of the total amount of ball in back 2 becomes 11 because, so can you imagine back 1, go back 2, so back 2 add 1 balls, right? 11, not 3 anymore. And not 10, this is 10, right? This is 10. Both of them in the first position is 10 and 10. So the question is giving you both red. So back 1 red, back 2 give taken red also. So back 1 still 3 out of 10, right? 3 out of 10. And then multiply by back 2 red. Not 7 anymore, but plus 1 because the red is taken on back 1. So 8 out of 11 total. So you multiply, get this. Make it simple. Simplify. Okay, next. Find the probability that one of the balls are chosen is red. One of the balls the chosen is red and the other is blue. So red and blue. So it can be red, blue, or blue, red. Okay, red first, then blue, blue, then red. Very simple. The first bag red, 3 out of 10, right? And then the next ball is blue. So blue is unchanged, but the total amount of ball on bag 2 is changing, becomes 11, right? So bag 1, bag 2. I write one more time here. 2 blue, 3 red, 7 blue, 3 red, 7 blue, 3 red, and this is 3 blue, 7 red. You can watch the video later on one more time. So if taken on back 1 red, so 3 out of 10, and back 2 blue, 3 out of 11. Why? Because the red is given here. Take another. So this, or blue first, 7 over 10. You multiply by the red. The red is stays 7 because the added part is blue, but the total is 11. So 9 over 110, 9 over 110 plus 49 over 110. So 58 over 110, 29 over 5, 55. Okay, now one more. Okay, sharp 1 hour 30 minutes, if I'm not mistaken right now. B2, 7 blue. All right, one more time, 3 red, and then 3 blue, 7 red. Oh, I write it down already. So find the probability. Now there are exactly 7 blue balls in back one. So the blue ball, the back one remains 7. So the blue is unchanged. So it can be either from back one, Maria take blue. On back two, Maria take blue also. Go back to its original. So the blue remains unchanged, right? So if you imagine Maria take back one blue ball on back one, so it becomes 6 balls, right? 6 blue balls on back one. But Maria did the second way, a backwards way, another blue back. So go back to its original. Or red. The blue is not touched at all, right? So back one blue, 7/10 plus back two blue, so becomes 4. Because first back taken blue, so the amount of blue becomes 4/11. Or back one red 3/10, and back two becomes 8, right? The ball will be 8, the red balls, 8/11. And then you add the total, 52/110 becomes 26/55. Done. Okay, any questions of Vicky, Tedra? How's it? Sorry, I don't give you much time to ask.